Okay, rationalizing a denominator again is just an idea, is just another way to simplify. The result is this means to remove radicals from the denominator of a fraction. And you can never enter you can never enter a radical in the denominator for an answer. So you'll have to do what's called rationalize it. Once again, you don't need to do it by hand. You might have been exposed to it before. You simply need to enter the fraction using your calculator, and it should simplify it for you. Okay. So there will be two cases: a single term denominator and a double term denominator. And when you're looking at a single term denominator, it's real straightforward. If you rationalize this denominator, it's just a matter of entering it on your calculator. 7 divided by the square root of 3, close it all off and hit enter, and it gives you the simplified form. So 7 root 3 over 3 would be the rationalized form, okay, or the simplified form. When you have a double term denominator, there's a slight difference to it. Okay, and with that, there's no difference in how you have to enter it on your calculator. Just type it in exactly as it appears. 5 divided by. Anytime you have multiple terms in the numerator and or denominator, I'd encourage you to group them. So there's two terms, this binomial in the denominator, so I'm going to group it. 3 minus the square root of 7. Close off my entire group. And then when I hit enter, I have my simplified form. So 5 times the quantity root 7 plus 3 all over 2. Okay, so now my radical is removed from the denominator, so this is a simplified fraction. And the one thing in dealing with double term denominators when you rationalize is you need to understand what's meant by a conjugate. And so you might see a term called conjugate. The conjugate just means you're taking the same two terms, changing the sign between them. Okay? And so here's kind of the form that you'll see. If your original expression looks like this, a plus root b, the conjugate is going to be same terms, a and root b, different sign between them. Okay? So what happens if you have a minus root b? What would the conjugate be? Same terms, different sign between. Okay, what if you had root a plus b? What would be the conjugate? Root a and b, same terms, opposite sign between. And hopefully you're seeing this pattern here. Root a minus b, the conjugate's going to be root a and b, same terms, opposite sign. Okay, so the last case, what if I had a root a plus root b? What would the conjugate be? Root a and root b, same terms, opposite sign between. Okay? And again, root a minus root b, the conjugate would be the sum of those. Okay? So if you have to identify a conjugate, like that, or that's what it's asking you to find.